call the Wednesday, April 2nd meeting of the Logansport Board of Works and Safety to order. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Franklin?
Here.
Chris Armstrong?
Here.
Ron Miller?
Present.
Approval of minutes.
I've reviewed the minutes. I would make a motion we approve the March 6 minutes as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the March 26th minutes of the Logansport Board of Works and Safety. Is there any discussion?
None.
Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Passes on a vote of 3-0. There are no licenses for consideration today. Are there any changes to the agenda?
Claims.
I'm sorry? Of course we have claims to do. But there are still no licenses for consideration. Under approval of claims in the amount of $134,508.30.
I'll see if I can get this one right. I have reviewed the claims, and I would make a motion we approve them in an amount of $134,508.30 as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Is there any discussion?
None.
Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All
Aye.
opposed. Passes on a vote of 3-0. Are there any changes to the agenda?
None.
None. Are there any visitor comments?
None.
Hearing none. There's no old business for consideration. Under new business, we have B.J. Cox of 211 Grove Street apparently wants to burn some brush. Can you come up and tell us about this, Mr. Cox? Please state your name, your address. Have a seat.
B.J. Cox, I live at 210 Grove Street. The address that we want to burn behind is 211. It's my neighbor's. He was here a year ago and approached the board, and they said yes. But the board, shortly after that, the burn permit would, you had that burn, no burning allowed because it was too dry and everything, and we never got to do it. So
It was 2 years ago,
2
was
years
it?
ago.
Okay.
So it was approved, and then he had medical difficulties last year, so
I see.
this is the same place.
Same pile of brush?
Yes,
Been accumulating for 2 years?
Yes.
Are we adding on to the brush pile?
just cleaning up his yard and stuff.
Okay.
I'll be standing by with a fire hose off the hydrant, which is right in his front yard, and
I was going to say, there's a hydrant right there. Okay.
just like to get rid of it.
Okay. Are there any objections from Fire Chief? Have you looked at this?
Yes, no objection.
No objections?
He's going to stand down.
Naturally, I don't have to tell you, we would prefer that you do this on a calm day with no wind,
Yes.
Preferably on a day shortly after it rained while the rest of the conditions are dry and green. But I certainly have no objection. This is the brush pile. The brush pile is on the
211.
property at 211. It's not on railroad property or anything else.
It's in the ravine,
It's in the ravine. Okay.
but it backs up to his property, and it's,
Okay. I would make the motion that we approve the request for the burning of brush at 211 Grove Street.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Is there any discussion? Would also ask that you notify all the appropriate
Dispatch.
emergency agencies, fire, police, and dispatch prior to ignition, and that you do it and take into consideration a number of factors, including safety, wind conditions, those kind of things. It's been moved and properly seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Passes on a vote of 3-0. Next,
thank you very much.
thank you, BJ. Thanks for your efforts too in cleaning up. I know that's something important to you. Next, under new business, is the farm lease agreement regarding East We Go property, and I would ask the city attorney to give us some background on that and why we're doing this.
East We Go owns land that is close to or next to the Merrimax Theater and a strip mall containing Buffalo Wild Wings. Specifically, we're talking about the farm field that's there. The city wished to acquire that property so that in order to develop it, the city can have it all at once instead of having it split up and sold piecemeal by East We Go to different people. That way the city can control the development that goes there and deal with it all as one parcel. So the city made an offer which was accepted by East We Go Properties, and I think we're asking that that offer be validated or accepted by the Board of Works.
Okay, it's,
This particular lease, though, is just
Oh,
for...
the lease.
it's the lease for the farm ground.
Okay.
Yeah, it's farm ground, and I'm sure that probably Dave Mayhill, who's farmed it for a long time, has already got his fertilizer on there. So in the farming world, he should be allowed to use that
Yeah. This,
to farm this year.
this essentially is acknowledging a lease that was already in
Already
place
there.
prior to the
Yes.
purchase of the land.
Agreed.
That would allow the lease to continue, but we're acknowledging that it's already in place. It was in place before the purchase, and we're just trying to be open and transparent.
And the city gets money
Yeah.
for that.
We
twice a
get
year,
the- sure.
$702.
$702 twice a year?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, that is
I didn't mean to-
the purpose for that lease. Is there any questions regarding the lease, how we arrived there? Okay. I would make the motion that we approve the farm lease agreement regarding the East Wego property. That, by the way, was finalized yesterday, the purchase Monday, I'm sorry. It was finalized Monday. So we are the proud owners of about 20 acres of land that was formerly known as East Wego.
I would second that.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Is there any discussion regarding the farm lease agreement? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed. Passes on a vote of 3-0. This is the first Wednesday of the month, so Building Commissioner Bill Drinkwine will be on the hot seat. Hi, Bill.
Hi. I had submitted my monthly report for your review. Open for any questions and comments on that report. I have nothing to add to the report at this time.
Have you noticed a spike in building permits because of the change in weather or the supposed change in weather? May not be here yet, but
Actually, the month of March was slower than the month of February as far as volume.
mhm.
We are seeing that, of course, the garage sale season is picking up, so we are seeing that step up as well.
Uh-huh. And part-time inspector, still employed, still doing?
Yeah. Yes, Mike is doing very well. He's become self-sufficient and scheduling himself out very well.
Good. Okay. I'd make the motion that we approve the building department report as presented.
Second?
It's been moved and properly seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Passes on a vote of 3-0. Thank you. Code Enforcement Officer. Welcome back again, George. I see your numbers are on the increase.
Yes, they are. You have my report in front of you to review and hopefully approve. Like you said, it's a matter of playing catch-up right now after a long unwanted sabbatical. If you have any questions, I will try to answer them for you.
Okay, everything appears to be in order. And certainly your report reflects your efforts, so congratulations and thank you. I'd make the motion that we approve the Code Enforcement Officer's report as presented.
Second?
It's been moved and properly seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Thank you.
Passes on a vote of 3-0. Thank you. That's all the scheduled reports for today. Are there any board member comments?
None.
Miscellaneous business, including ADA Section 504 compliance or concerns or any other matters not already considered?
None.
Hearing none. Anybody else in the room? Any comments? Any department heads have anything to add, to question? Hearing none. Entertain a motion to adjourn.